We'll try this again. I hope you all can find me. I just made this new live. I hope you all can find me. I hope you all can find me. Casey went to watch the game tonight. Ohio State is playing. I forget who they're playing. Hello, there I am. You found me. Good. Can you hear me? It looks like my mic is working. All right, wonderful. I hope everybody else can find me too. I did end the other live. I'm so happy to be here. Casey went to watch the game at the shrine. It snowed today, this afternoon, just about an inch, not much. Casey went and shoveled after the rain stopped, and then it started again while he was out there. I'm so glad you found me, Tina. I'm working on the 5th round of this one. I kind of like the off-white around the colored center. So I think I'm going to make a few of them like that. Did you watch the whole inauguration? I only watched parts. I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm so glad you're here. I'm hoping that everyone else can find me too, who was here in the last live. And unless you type, I don't know who's here. So please type something if you show up. Because right now I only see Tina as being here. I'm making a bunch of granny squares. I've got about 30 of them made in the last month. Maybe a little more. Tina says I shared the video a couple places. Thank you. You found me. Yay, Cricket. How are you? I haven't seen you much lately. I miss you. Hello, Janice. How are you? I'm making granny squares, lots of them. And we have a little donation thing. If you send me 5 granny squares, I will put your name in a drawing for yarn, a box of yarn. I don't know how big yet. I still have a lot to go through. But these are my granny squares. They're 6 inches, 6 rounds. They're all different. I had my laser surgery today. Oh, I hope you're doing well, Janice. Praying you're doing well. Hello, Kiki. How are you? I send you 5 granny squares. Well, every 5 you send will get your name into the drawing once. So if you send me 20 granny squares, your name will go in the drawing 4 times. On your eye, you had a torn retina. Oh, wow. Did it go well? I'm praying it went well, Janice. Fix. For every 5 you get another chance to win. It is the Shriner Tree donation. Yes, we're going to be making a Christmas tree using granny squares. And we're going to raffle it off. So it's not for me, it's for a good cause. To help the kids at the Shriners hospitals. Because when they bring kids to the Shriners hospitals, they don't pay a cent out of their pockets. If they have insurance, they let insurance pay whatever insurance will pay, and the Shriners will pay the rest. That's what this goes for. Everything, all the fundraisers we do at the shrine, that's what they're for. My vision is a little blurry yet. I can imagine, Janice, but praying you get fully healed, full recovery. Doing well. I have about 20 squares so far, still working on more. Oh, thank you so much, Kiki. Janice has several appointments. Great, Janice. I'm praying it all goes well. Wow, Kiki, I only have 12 done, says Tina. Well, Tina's been busy. Her grandson asked her to make a Christmas tree pillow. She had no pattern. She had to figure it out on her own. That's amazing. I'm doing pretty well, Cricket. How are you? Cricket says, how's my sidekick? That's Tina. You're welcome, Janice. So yes, this is only some of them. I've got a box full. I've got about 30 of them done so far, if not more. Little Debbie Christmas cake pillow. That sounds awesome. I would love it if you found a pattern for it, because I would make it. Tina. Oh, Dawn has 5 done. Thank you so much. And Tina says doing pretty good. So I don't care what color is on the outside, because I'm going to go around them all anyway to join them. Maybe I'll just join them together with slip stitches with dark green. What pattern are you using and what size hook? I'm using a 4.5 millimeter hook. And the pattern I am using, I don't know if I can find it here. I'll have to find it again. Oh, hold on. I think I got it. Okay. This will be the pattern I am using for my granny squares. You can use whatever pattern you have. I'm pinning this message to the top. Those are the granny square tutorial that I found. I figured it's the easiest pattern. They say it's the easiest, so that's what I'm going by. And it's reversible because you turn at the end of every row before you start the next row. So I've got a bunch of them, and sometimes I like the plain ones, the simple ones with just a little center in one color and all around it in other colors. You're using a 4.5 hook, and they are exactly 6 inches. Well, mine are pretty close. They're like 5 7/8 or 6 1/8, somewhere around there. And I've got a whole slew of them, and I love them. They're all different. And I'm doing 6 rounds on each. Hello, Auntie Mama. How are you? We're making granny squares. How are you, Auntie Mama? We've been praying for you and your husband. Timmy told us about the passing of your sister-in-law. I'm so sorry, Auntie Mama, to hear that. Auntie Mama says hello to everyone in the chat. Tina says, I am still working on my Christmas. I get to get a she shed, but it will be a while trying to get it ready. Yep. That is so exciting, Tina. That is so exciting. And I am so glad you're going through all your yarn and finding your small balls to make the granny squares. Because believe it or not, I'm not the only one who's asking Tina to make granny squares. Her churches as well. Same size, 6-inch. Yeah, right, Cricket? I'm jealous. Yep. Her she shed's bigger than my daughter's room that I have because my stuff won't fit in there. And obviously, I don't do my tutorials or videos in there because there's not enough room. It's really a mess in there. I need to work on it some more. But I think if I get rid of some yarn, it'll be easier. So I've got a pile of yarn here, different colors, skeins, that I'm using for the granny squares. I'm so excited. I have craft things all over the house. Uh-huh. Yep, me too. I did get my my Pilates reformer. It's in the basement. We set it up and I've been working out a little bit, mostly trying to stretch my back. If I can empty my tote, I can buy more yarn. Awesome, Dawn. Keep making those granny squares. Then you can buy more yarn. Auntie Mama says they are amazing. What is the granny squares? I'm working on one right now. I like it. It's got 2 shades of green in the first 2 rounds. And then it's all off-white from there. Tina says I have high hopes. It will hold everything and still have room for me to be in it to do crafts. Awesome. Kiki says Joanne's is having a great sale on yarn if anyone needs yarn. I would love to buy more yarn, but no, I'm not. But thank you. I know I get the ads. We have a Joanne's like 3 miles from here. All right, Auntie Mama says blessings to all. And then what is that, mods? Kiki says, I'm not buying any more. Yeah, I haven't been buying yarn other than 1 or 2 skeins of certain colors to make certain projects. Cricket asks, will it have room for your sidekick, Tina? I'm sure it will if she gets it the way she wants it without everybody else putting stuff in there. Everybody's deciding what they want to store in there. Kiki says, I'm not buying anymore. My husband needs needs to stop encouraging me. It's not my husband that's encouraging me, it's his friends. And they keep telling Casey, if you pick on me, we're gonna do a fundraiser and with yarn donations. Tina says, mine says no more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on round 6 now. I am using the stash, says Janice. That's what I'm working on too. And granny squares is a great way to do that. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for supporting my channel and for watching the videos connected to my videos or watching the ads connected to my videos. Don says Ravelry is all the encouragement I need. I need to stop scrolling patterns, right? Tina says I need more. I don't have any peach color. Need to go shopping again. Well, if peach is all you get, that's fine. Don't come home with all the colors of the rainbow. You know, I offered to send you some peach and you said no. Because I have some. Dawn, the websites are another rabbit hole. Yes, they are. And people who do, you know, unboxings and stuff like that, I had to stop watching it. I watch pattern tutorials on YouTube, but I cannot watch unboxings because then I get that I want. Especially when they start saying what a good sale somebody's having. And then, of course, I can't just buy 2. I have to buy $100 worth so I get free shipping. Went to Ollie's and they didn't have any. I bought teal and maroon instead, though. All right, doing well things. All right, Auntie Mama. Please don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. All right. When I went to Ollie's, I bought Bluebell, 2 of them, and 2 of these. Super Saver Ombre. Sand is the color. It's my husband's aunt that passed. Oh, all right. And my younger cousin. Wow. So sorry, Auntie Mama, for your losses. I usually buy my yarn from Woolen Company. They have free shipping, no minimum, says Dawn. Wow. And some very nice yarns, and they will also wind hanks for you. Wow. How many yards is the jumbo rose? This one has Bluebell. I'm looking. I can never find it when I'm looking for it. Each wall is 744 yards. Only got one of each. All right. Well, I got two of each, two of the sand and two of the bluebell. Look at all my yarn to make all the granny squares. I ran out of some colors. I wanted to let you know that one of the ones that I was on my thumbnail, I ran out of the colors. The two colors in the center. Yeah, this is the one. This one, I ran out of this color in the middle and this seafoam greeny color. I opened up a box of yarn bars. Uh-oh. These are my yarn ends. I'm trying to save them now so that I can use them as stuffing. For amigurumi. So I'm on round 6 of this this square. I'm so happy to have you all here and get to spend time with you all. Please don't forget the thumbs up. There's 12 people. Now there's 8 and 7 thumbs. So some of you need to put in the thumbs, please. I don't understand how the numbers fluctuate so bad for the number of people in here. So what's everybody else up to today? cleaning the kitchen. That's always a good thing to do. I had a compress, a castor oil compress on my back today for most of the day. It's more fun to crochet. Yes, it is. But, you know, we need to clean too. Yep. I put all my yarn balls in a basket and the grandkids played with them. Awesome. I made a lot of Christmas baubles, I guess is what she called them. And they're filled with fiberfill. I made like 9 or 10 of them, and I brought them over to my daughter's, gave them to my grandson, and we played, put them all in a basket or a plastic bin that was for his toys. And all he does is grab it from the side and dumps it out. And of course, one of those yarn baubles went in his mouth. Such a cutie. Mine was grabbing my skeins and ripping off the labels. Kind of like this. I don't have labels on some of them. I need a nice purple. I need a skein of nice purple. This is the only purple I have. I would like a darker purple. She was picking out what she wanted for me to make her things. Awesome. My grandson doesn't talk yet, so, you know. There's that. How cute. I'm gonna have to make hard boil some eggs later and get some soup in a container for my husband to take to work tomorrow. So I need to do that tonight. I will be right back, everyone. Okay. Okay. John says I don't have to cook tonight. Woohoo! Anyone have the game on for Ohio State versus Notre Dame? Casey went to watch it. Tina. So he's not here. Kiki says my sister-in-law sent over some delicious beef barley soup today. Wonderful, Kiki. Hello, Lydia. How are you? We've been missing you. How are you doing? We pray for you every day, Lydia. Randy is watching it, yes. I'm sure my husband is too. Don says me and Thomas both have tomorrow off. We have to take our son to the children's hospital for a couple nights. Appointments and an ultrasound and blood draw. All routine, but an all-day trip. Wow, that's rough. Been sick, been working a lot, says Lydia. Wow. Well, I hope you're feeling better, Lydia. Take care of yourself, okay? We have bingo every 6 months at least. Who has bingo? I've got the heating pad on my back. As long as I lean back in the chair, I can feel the heat. Makes for a long day, Dawn. Praying for positive results and endurance for the trip. Okay, to the Children's Hospital. All right, wonderful. When I was in my wreck, my parents had to take me to Canada to the hospital there to have an EKG done every year. So every summer we would go to Canada. We would stay with my relatives. In Canada, and make a vacation out of it. But of course, one day was spent at the hospital with me getting the things put on, the needles stuck in my head with the glue and all that stuff. Smelled terrible. That's what I remember most out of the deal. How awful it smelled. Don says, thanks, Tina. Has been stable for years, thank God, but they still have to check. Eventually, he will need a transplant, but we won't know when. Can I ask what for, Don? What part of his body is it that he needs a transplant for? Kidneys. All right. As an adult, we only need one kidney. If he's got the same blood type as you or your husband, he has stage 3. I'm not sure what that is. Wow. Chronic kidney disease. Okay, thank you. I'm missing something. I've got too much stuff here. I don't know what I did with my scissors. There they are. Lydia, I'm making granny squares and asking for everyone to help me. If you make 5 of them and send them to me, I will put your name in a drawing for a box of yarn. I've made about 30 to 35 granny squares so far. His kidneys stopped growing when he was a toddler. Oh, wow. Oh, my. We will pray for a miracle for him. With God, all things are possible. Yes. And your son's name is Harrison, right, Dawn? He is a miracle. Yes. Lord, we lift Harrison up to you, Heavenly Father. We ask you to touch his little body. I usually weave my ends in. Not sure I like the idea of tying knots in them. However you do it is fine. They're all gonna get put into a big covering for a Christmas tree to make a Christmas tree out of it. And it's gonna be donated. I don't care how pretty your squares are, what colors you use. I don't care. 6 inches, 6 by 6. I use the 4.5 millimeter hook for my granny squares. And I've got 6 rounds in each. And they're about 6 inches, a little more, a little less. From side to side and top to bottom. Yeah, he's overcome many things. Praise God, Don. Janice, I saw a lady who was tying knots and hiding them under the clusters. So that's what I did. Yep. That's kind of what I did here also. When you join them together, the pattern is linked up the top. The tutorial I followed for the granny squares. And I like that better because I hate weaving in it so many ends. So this is the end of this one. Alrighty. Now I just have to work this end in. Tina says I tried to tie mine on some, but it was making a thick spot for some reason. Maybe sometime I will, but I still like to weave in the ends afterwards. Just seems right from habit, I think. Probably. I found that pattern. I saw how easy it is. And I figured If anybody wants to make them, I didn't want to make them hard because you're making them for me for a donation. But however you want to make them is fine. They'll all get joined together and all put into this one thing. As long as they're 6 by 6, same size as these. I don't like normally making granny squares because it's too many to join together, and I don't like joining things together. I'd rather work it in one big swoop. So start from one of the bottom corners of an afghan, work the width, then go up and make it as long as you want. Yeah, either way, however you make them will be fine. You can start with a circle in the middle and then eventually make it a square. That would be fine too. I got 3 double crochets, chain 1. And then my husband has a meeting today too for the humidor hounds. I like that too in theory, but I have a hard time finishing. Finishing what? Oh, the Afghans from beginning to end, all one piece. Yeah, I made, Tina can tell you, I made an Afghan and I saw this pattern on a cover of Annie's catalog, Annie's Attic catalog. And I liked the pattern so much, we figured out what stitch it was. And I made it big enough to fit on my queen size bed. She says, I made it way bigger than an Afghan. I made it bedspread size. Tina says, I planned on making something from them this year to try and sew them together. But after I make them for 2 charities, I may do it next year. Yeah, I'm the one charity in our church came up and said, we need granny squares, 6 inches in diameter. Yeah, instead of an Afghan, but it fits her bed. Yep, I like it. I like it. Mm-hmm. So I've been making a lot of stuff, and I think that one I used all yarn that I had. if I remember right. I don't remember buying yarn for that project. I'm doing a second round with this fuchsia color. Hot pink is what I call it. Or do you call it fuchsia? I thought they were the same thing. If I can find the picture, I will show you. Okay, wait. Where's the? I guess this was the one in the yeah, this is the picture that was on the catalog. I took that picture and we figured out what the stitch was. And we've done that before. And I'll show you the one that I made. I had pretty close to the same colors. There's mine. Thank you. So we were able to make it without the pattern because I was going to buy the pattern, but they wanted me to buy the yarn with it. Oh, thank you for the hearts. They wanted me to buy the yarn with it, and I didn't want the yarn. I've got enough yarn. I've got more than enough yarn. Oh. Tina made her grandson a Christmas tree pillow. And that's it. I love it. I think it is so cool. Personal size pillow. I think he would have wanted one a little bit bigger. But oh, look at all those hearts. Thank you so much. Thank you. I would love that pattern, Tina. If you find that pattern anywhere, can you send it to me? Hmm. Wow, you guys are going to town on that heart. Hmm. Thank you. Let's see here. So it's really simple, this granny square pattern. Hey, there was a lot of frogging going on, getting it to that size. It's about 14 inches long. That's perfect. That's perfect. Perfect size. Yeah, when I lean back, I got that heating pad on my back. It feels good. My husband said that too. It's not very big. That's okay. It's perfect. If it came with a pattern, you would have made it bigger, right? You would have made it the size the pattern said. But you made that one up on your own. Good job, Tina. Hmm. I said it's a travel size pillow. Yep. Yeah, that is so cool. So I'm thinking about what amigurumi I want to make next. So I could use the yarn ends to for the fiber fill, or instead of fiber fill, to stuff it with. So yeah, I'm excited about this. I don't know if anybody else is going to be making granny squares though. They may think they can wait until June. No, you got to start now. That one was not the right one. There. Okay. Here's my 2 rounds of the fuchsia. Oh, that's not enough. Gonna do the light blue. Next year after your tree. Well, by then I'll have my gallon-size Ziploc bag full, if not another one started, of these ends. I'm hoping I'm not the only one making the squares. Next year after my tree. You know, making these one piece at a time, it's not a good idea when you make them like this, because you're joining them before you end off the previous color. So I'd rather finish one up before with all the colors rather than do it like an assembly line, like do all the centers and then Janice says I will make more or make some. Thank you. I'm hoping I'm not the only one in the Misfits. That's the name of the group that my husband is part of, that they're wanting to do the Granny Square Christmas tree. But some of these people, they don't know how to crochet enough to do a granny square. They can do chain stitches. I told them they're halfway there. If you know how to hold a hook and the yarn, you can make a granny square. So that would be cool. If the husbands and the wives can all get together and we can all work on this together. Hello. Wait. Kathy, kitty cats. How are you? I thought of a nice stitch for a top, but it would be running sideways to make it pretty stretchy. Not sure how to bring the top section in. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the Christmas tree top. Maybe I need someone to make a big golden star. I don't know. We're making granny squares. I've got about 30 to 35 of them made, or maybe more. Uh, Anybody who makes granny squares and sends them to me, if for every 5 granny squares you send me 6 inches by 6 inches. Every 5 granny squares, your name will go into a drawing for a box of yarn. I need it by the end of the summer so I can work on making the tree and by November. This is like one of the second biggest fundraiser they have of the year. Because all the groups get involved. And they make trees, decorate trees, and put things under the trees, and people bid on the trees. So this is for donations, but I'm going to put your name in a drawing when you send me, for every 5 granny squares you send me, your name will go into a drawing once. So if you send me 20 granny squares that you made, that'll be, your name will go in 4 times. And I will have a lot of yarn to donate, to send to you. You will need to put on one more round in whatever you are putting them together with. I will figure it out, Tina. Any colors. I've got several different colored ones here. I've got another box full. They're all different colors. I'm trying to use up some of the same colors of yarn, but I'm using it until it's done. The tree they were looking at, I will show you a picture of that when I find it. This is the one picture they found on Pinterest, but there is no pattern. There's no pattern. So as long as the squares are 6 inches by 6 inches. Tina says you can do it. I hope so. I am using a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook, 100% acrylic yarn, 4-weight. That's what I'm using. I do 6 rounds and they are about 6 inches. 6 rounds. See, I've got 1, the burgundy is 2, the royal blue is 3, the light blue is 4, This one, hot pink is 5 and this is 6, the green. You're welcome. So the more you make and send to me, the more your name will get put into the drawing. Can be anything in the center as long as you square it up. Yes, you can start with a circle, you can make a bell, you can make a heart, you can start with whatever. I kind of like this pattern that I've been doing. I linked it, the pattern that it's a tutorial. I linked it to the top for this general pattern of what I'm doing. It's two-sided because you switch sides or turn it around at the end of each round. It's simple, Granny, you are doing. Yes. And so you can do it at the end of each round. I turn it and go around the other way, so there is no front side and back side. So that's what I've been working on lately, is granny squares. And I've got a lot of yarn here that I am just gonna be using up. So I would like the granny squares by the end of August, so that I can have time to figure out this pattern of how to put it together. Because there is no directions on how to put this together for the tree. So I'm kind of gonna need a lot of help. Tina's really good at figuring things out. She figured out that pillow all by herself. So maybe she can help me with it. Hmm. I am not sure. Okay, I've got 3 rounds on this one so far. I'm wondering if I should do another round of this color or if I should go with a darker blue. Hmm. think I'll go with a darker blue. How's the weather where you guys are at? I know Kitty Cat is in Massachusetts, last I knew. How's the weather up there? It's been cold, extremely cold in pretty much the whole country, west or east of the Rocky Mountains. Yep. Are you guys getting a lot of snow up there? It's freezing. We had a snowstorm last night, 5 inches. All right, we had 5 inches last Friday. And today we got about an inch this afternoon. It's too cold for here. I don't like it at all. Oh, I've been staying indoors as much as possible. Since I hurt my back last week with that big snowstorm we had, I haven't been going. First snow we have gotten all winter. Wow. 4 degrees here in Ohio. Wow, it's cold. Here it's about 13. And Cricket says, it is really cold here. Yep. It's cold everywhere. It's colder than it normally is for everywhere. It's colder than normal. Right now, it is 11 degrees and it feels like -3. My goodness. Today's the coldest day of the week, though. Tomorrow's high is a whopping 26. Then Wednesday's high is 37. Thursday's high is 33. Friday's high is 40. Woohoo! Then 38 on Saturday, 30 on Sunday. $44 Fahrenheit feels like -6. Wow. All right. Yeah, here it's 11, feels like negative, what did I say? -4? -3? Yeah, -3. We got about an inch of snow this afternoon. My husband went and shoveled the little bit of snow we got. Three. So I'm kind of excited because I don't normally make granny squares, but I'm kind of liking it. I don't always want to do this, but it's fun to be doing this for now. Cricket says I had pneumonia that lasted a long time. I got sick right at Christmas, and it went into pneumonia after about a week of being sick. I was on a lot of breathing treatments. Wow. You're on the mend now. Praise God, Cricket. Thank you, Lord, for keeping your hand on Cricket. I will keep our 27. Oh man, just dropped to 3 degrees. Wow. It'll keep your 27. Yes, it's cold camper and gonna get colder, says Cricket. I don't know about that. I'm thinking, well, this week this is the coldest day of the week. Prayers for a full recovery very quickly, says Tina. Yes. I hope it doesn't get colder. I have not been outside today. Obviously, my husband has. -2 tonight and -6 Wednesday night. Wow. Tonight it's supposed to get down to 2 degrees. Hello, Susan Burke. How are you? Do you want to help us make granny squares? It's for a donation. And if you make 5 or more, for every 5 granny squares you make and send to me, I will put your name in a drawing for a box of yarn. I've been making a lot of granny squares, Susan. Dawn says, well, I have to get Harrison ready for bed. Nice hanging out with y'all. It's great to have you here, Dawn. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you. I need about 550 granny squares, Susan, for this Christmas tree we're making, or we're going to be making. I need them by August, the end of August. And however many granny squares I get from all my subscribers, every 5 you send, your name will go into a drawing. And I will be sending out a box of yarn. I don't know how much yarn yet. I got to go through my stash. But it'll probably be acrylic or cotton. cones, kitchen cotton cones, sugar and cream, peaches and cream. And I buy a lot of Big Twist from Joann's and Red Heart. Just letting you know what I have a lot of. But sometimes I have other nicer yarns too, and I will send those out sometimes too. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I love cotton yarn. It's my favorite, says Cricket. All right. I buy a lot of peaches and cream and sugar and cream. And a lot of acrylic. My daughter doesn't like buying acrylic. She either buys wool or nice cotton. She doesn't buy the cheap stuff. But I've been making a lot of granny squares. And I've got a long ways to go. I need over 500 granny squares, 6-inch granny squares. See my comment? You sent me a heart. Oh, better not let Casey do it. Do what? Make granny squares? He asked me, how hard is it? I think what I need to do is do a lesson for everyone. For all the misfits. They're called misfits because they drive different types of vehicles, go-karts, and the Shriners in parades. Your daughter has you to make her kitchen items is why she don't buy the kitchen cotton. Yeah, probably. Oh, she did make one out of wool, a pot holder. Now getting your box ready. Don't let Casey do it. Oh. No, he'll put it all in there. He'll leave me what's on the table. All the rest can go to whoever's name you draw. For my birthday last year, Casey asked me what I wanted, and I told him I wanted one of those, what do they call them? The things you crank and make a hat. Depends on the wool, but washing may not work out so well. I don't know. She made a pot holder with wool. And when Stephen was here, I gave him 2 big ones and 2 small ones. He liked the smaller ones. I said, they seem to shrink, so I made them bigger. So I gave him 2 of each. Stephen is my son-in-law, married to my daughter. He was here, staying up here when he was on a business trip. I'm almost done with the 4th round. All right, there's my 4 rounds of this one. I've got 2 more rounds. I don't know what colors to make it. Hello, Shatika, how are you? Hello, Darcia, how are you? I have been listening. I'm untangling a lot of yarn bars again. I'm making a Lepkin granny. Awesome. We're making granny squares. Lots and lots and lots of them, Darcia. If you send me 5 of these, 5 granny squares, or for every 5 you make, 6-inch granny squares and send to me, I will put your name in a drawing one time. So if you make me 100, your name will go in 20 times for a box of yarn. You want an adding machine. I have an adding machine. I got it for my birthday last year. And I'm having trouble, and I need to sit down and really pay attention and figure it out how to use them. I figured it would be great to crank out hats and use up some yarn. So do you know what color I should use next, Tina? Or anybody? I won one on a channel, but she never gave it to me. Wow. I could use cream, hot pink, olive green, a purplish color, cerulean blue, or baby blue, or burgundy. Darcy is saying hi to everyone. Yellow. This is cream, but this is about as yellow as I can get it right now. I don't have yellow in front of me. And I might have yellow somewhere, but I don't know where. I thought I bought some, but I'm not sure where it is right now. So cream it is. That will look Creamworks. All right. One, two. This doesn't look right. Gotta start this over. All right. Gonna go like that, like that. I've done one side of a row on a granny square this live. I must be chatting too much. Probably. But you know what? That's okay. That's good, Tina. I would love that pattern, though, that you made for your grandson. I'm trying to watch the game too. Ohio State is ahead. Woohoo! I think Casey wants Ohio State to win also. (14-7). Darcy says, well, since I have untangled this yarn, barf, I'm going to roll it to a ball, then do another so I don't have to keep stopping. All right. Well, good luck with that. I hope you wish you much success, Darcia. I've been making granny squares and granny squares and granny squares. Eventually, I'll stop. Yeah, none of my granny squares are the same. And I've got a bunch. I've used up a lot of the little bits of yarn that I had. And now I decided to take out the big skeins. And work on those. Notice I don't have tans or browns or because I like all those colors for Afghans throws. I have a big skein of white, like from Karen 1 pound. And I've got a lot of this cream and I've got a lot of grays. Dark grays, medium grays, light grays. I like those colors for Afghans and throws and making it for guys. Guys don't like colorful. At least the guys I know. Like my son, my husband, they don't like colorful. They like blacks and grays. I have several left over little balls. Is it enough to make a center of a granny square? If it's not, I put it in the bag to use as filling, fiber fill for stuffed animals. So this cream is the round 5 of this square. I might use the cream for round 6 as well. What do you think? I'm trying, but sometimes I almost get there. Then I have to frog it back out. Huh. I don't get it, what you're trying to say, Tina. You can't even do a center section, one round of a granny square? Because it doesn't take that much to do the first round. Hello, Samantha. How are you? We're making granny squares. Lots and lots of granny squares. I need 500. Can you help? Every 5 granny squares you send me, your name will go into a drawing. Not in on some of my mother's when she, well, that I would put all that as stuffing for your next amigurumi. Why? For a fundraiser. I'm collecting granny squares to make a Christmas tree out of a bunch of granny squares. I need 500 granny squares, Samantha. So I've been making a lot of granny squares. I have about 30. I need them by the end of August. Because then I need to put together, figure out how to put them together to make a granny square. I don't have drops, Samantha. Sorry. It's for the Shriners. It's the charity for the Shriners. It's to make us a Christmas tree, and we're going to donate it for a raffle. For a granny square tree, it's a fundraiser for the Shriners. Yes. So I've been making lots of granny squares. How many inches? 6 inches across. I'm making them using a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook, 4-weight worsted acrylic yarn. So 6 inches wide by 6 inches tall. 6 by 6. Can I use my hook, any hook? Yes. As long as they measure 6 inches by 6 inches. I have 6 rounds on mine with a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. But if you use a 5mm, it could be a little bigger, depends on how tight you crochet. What time did you go to bed? I don't know. When? Tonight? I'm not in bed yet. As long as it ends up close to 6x6 and squares. A square shape. Yep. 6 inches square. About. Little more, little less. I can work with whatever. Tonight I'll be going to bed about 9:30. Probably. Okay, I just finished round 5, and I'm not sure if I want to do cream color for round 6 as well. What do you think? The center can be anything you desire as long as you square it up. Yep, 6 inches by 6 inches. I found this pattern. I linked it up to the top. I pinned it. It's a tutorial for this kind of granny square. But if you want to use your own granny square, that's fine. The red. The pink or the burgundy. I don't have red with me. You keep going in our. My camera, was a Christmas gift from my son, and it keeps moving. I don't know why. Sue said it's probably a motion one. If I move, it moves. Bago Day or burgundy. Okay. I will do burgundy. Thank you, Tina. How is Randy enjoying the game? It's probably doing pretty good because Ohio State is winning. But I know it's still pretty close. Okay. Did you finish all of the whips? No. No. I did get some of them done. I still have to send one to my sister-in-law. She asked for a basket and I made her one in the color she asked for. The cottage core mosaic blanket isn't done. Yeah, but did you finish the rest of them, Samantha? The triple crochet blanket and the other ones? I forget what other ones you had besides the cottage core mosaic blanket. Last time I saw you, you were working on 3 or 4 different afghans. Granny square butterfly blanket and butterfly mosaic blanket. Ah, Michelle, did you move? No. Did you? Susan, do you have my address? Do you need my address? Send me an email and I'll send it to you. Granny Square, yeah. So we're making a bunch of granny squares and I'm enlisting help from all my subscribers. And we're doing a giveaway based on your name getting put into a drawing based on however many granny squares you send me, I will put your name in a hat or a bucket. Score is 21-7. Oh, Randy must be thrilled. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm going around with the burgundy now. Oh, this is so fun. Almost halftime. Woohoo! And then Randy's going to go to bed, right? Because he goes to bed early all the time. Because it's after 9 over there. Yes, I need to get going too. Because I still have to make some hard-boiled eggs and stuff. You will try and watch it. All right. Well, I hope Ohio State wins. Only half over. Yep. Casey's figures he'll be there for the whole game, which, will be a late night for him. I'm glad I didn't go. 1.5 hours for halftime. Really? I thought halftime was only half an hour. It would have been a very late night for you. Yep. Susan says, no, I did not move. Where do I find your email, please? My email is right below this video. The second line, I believe, as I say my email address is, and then I have my email address. How long it's been till halftime. All right, well. That's how that looks. I'm not done with it yet, but I've got 2 sides done. Where it says more, click on it, says Tina. So it's in the description box. Where it says more, click on it. And that'll show you the rest of what's in my description box. Like it? Yeah, it's pretty. Then I'll need to weave in ends. Mm. At the bottom of the title of the video. Did you find it, Susan? Okay, thank you. You're welcome. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I've been on 2 hours now, and I need to get off here so I could finish what I gotta do tonight. And then I need to go to bed. I made it all the way around it, one row. Woohoo! Well, I'm pretty much done with Granny Square since we've been live. I'm on the last side of my last round of this Granny Square. Sweet dreams. Thank you so much. Cricket says, I'm gonna say good night and go make a fried bologna sandwich. I thought you couldn't have that anymore, Cricket. God bless you. All right. You take care, everyone. God bless. And however many Granny Squares you can make for me, thank you so much. God bless you all. Bye for now. Take care.